Good morning, YouTube.
Good morning, YouTube. I feel like last vlog, which was a couple days ago, Parsa was also taking an exam. Were you?
Yeah.
I think that was your exam day today too. Parsa's another exam today. Everybody say good luck, Parsa.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, Parsa. Wait, what is this?
This is my exam on EKGs. So it's a 20 question exam.
That's easy.
Reading EKGs, and I'll be done in like half an hour.
Nice. They said their time slot was like 35 minutes for this exam. That's crazy. And then he has one more exam on Friday, but he's almost to the end.
Almost there.
Yeah. Boop. Anyway, so he's doing that. Usually when he has his exams, I don't know if everybody knows this, Parsa's in med school. It's been quite the experience. It actually hasn't been that hard. I feel like I get asked a lot, number one, how you balance relationships in bodybuilding, but also I feel like more so how he's in med school. And I'm just like, not to say a normal person, but I feel like I get asked a lot how we balance like the med school life. And then I also get asked about like how we balance the bodybuilder life. It's kind of interesting.
We do live two very lives where it's very difficult to have a relationship, but we make it work.
We be chilling. You would think in retrospect it would be a little hard. We'd just be chilling.
Yeah, we'd be chilling.
But to be fair, I'd be grinding too. So usually what I do is I just take my laptop in the bedroom and I do my work from the bed for like the hour that Parsa's taking his exam, and then I just come out here. And also, what Parsa does when he works a lot, like his classes and stuff from home, in my mind, it's a little bit more important. So I just work from the kitchen table. So although we do have a small apartment and just one desk, he'll be right here and then I'll be right there. So we're
we're locked in.
We're locked in. So, usually I just try to get all my stuff done when he has exams and stuff just earlier before he starts. So took a shower, did my weigh-ins. I feel like my next video needs to definitely be a check-in day because I'm down 5 pounds. And this week, we've been grinding. I'm not even in that deep of a deficit. So it's just interesting. My body's really responding right now. Great, it's the first time literally ever. Yeah, usually I just try to get all my stuff done in the morning. I told Parsa, maybe we'll make this a little Q&A. So stick around. It's been a long time since we've done a Q&A. So he's gonna post on his story instead of, and maybe I'll put one on mine too, but he's gonna post on his story asking some questions because his demographic, he posts a lot of med school content. So you should follow him. If you're interested, I think that's so fun. This video, I want to be more about how as a bodybuilder and being busy, you can still show up for your relationships. My last Q&A, if you haven't seen it, I'll tag it below in the description, was a Q&A about how your partner could be a good significant other to you when you're on prep and you're a bodybuilder. Does that make sense? It should go both ways though. So I feel oftentimes the prep season obviously is super taxing and hard, and I encourage this to my clients, and I post this a lot, but the time in your season when you're not prepping is the time you cultivate relationships and you're trying to show up for them as well. So it's important to just kind of understand give and take, and when you have the energy to give, and your partner should know when you have that energy, and meet in the middle. We'll talk about this later. I have been using the same pumpkin pie sugar-free syrup. Is it good? No, it's terrible. I hate it. But I had so many containers of sugar-free syrup because I got them for Christmas and stuff. But now this is the only one I have left. I bought this in the fall for myself, and I've been putting off having to use it because it's nasty. It tastes like cinnamon, and it's just too much. And now I'm forcing myself to use it. So I've been really depressed. And it's just when it comes over, I make them eat my pumpkin pie sugar-free syrup. Let me go get my gummies. Okay, so it is now 1 p.m. This is a prep client check-in day. Of course, I'm done with the exam, by the way. I was just sitting down doing all my prep client check-ins. I think I have 14 or so on prep right now, so obviously it took me a couple hours. So I worked from 9 to 1-ish. I think, yeah. Oh my gosh, wow. That is, 9 to 1. And I did all my prep client check-ins. We're gonna take a little break. I don't lift today. However, I obviously have a step goal and cardio I gotta do today. So me and Parsa are gonna go to the grocery store and we have grocery stores. We have to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, we have a lot of food that we don't have and we need to get.
And I just need steps.
Me too.
Anyways, I sent, basically Parsa put that question box on a story asking for questions, and I just thought throughout the day we would answer some of the questions, and then it would just be a day in the life as well. Anything fun?
Go ahead and take a look. But the first question here is the ways that we support each other while navigating med school. So me supporting her, her supporting me, and then asking like, how do we manage like time spent together versus studying?
Okay, the second part first, like time. The thing is I think some people think that, I mean, oh, he's in school, or they're in medical school, like they have more time. Because when I was an undergrad, I felt like we had a lot more time and we could be social during the week. I think we just, because I kind of work obviously during the week and during the day, I just try to see his studying as a job. So like Monday to Friday, although we do see each other because we live together, which is helpful, I find that the amount I'm working is the amount he's studying, and it balances out. So like I feel like we just try to be intentional and plan things on the weekends. But when it comes to studying versus working, I feel like we do, obviously when he has exams, he's just studying all the time, right? But on a normal week, I mean, he just studies pretty much all day until I'm done with work at like 7 p.m., which is kind of a long study day. He's like 12 hours studying. And then we'll watch a couple shows, eat dinner together, and that's the day, which, I don't know, it's nice to just live life together.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And like, I think that there's a lot of a misconception that like with med school, it is a 24-hour job in the sense that you're studying all the time, which like you are studying a lot, but you know, I had a really great mentor a couple years ago who told me to treat med school like a 9 to 5, which means, you know, you wake up early, you do a little bit of prep work beforehand, you go to your lectures, you do some work in between, you go to any labs you have, and you come back with a little bit and you work a little bit. But at the end of the day, you still have to make time for those other commitments and those other obligations you have in life. One of the commitments I have is in our relationship and, you know, my family and everything, and I still need to make time for those because those are things that matter for me.
He's also very good with his efficient or his effective way of studying. So that's the only thing. Obviously, if he was doing bad in medical school, then we would be like, okay, maybe we need to hang out less, and I would be fine with that. But also, he's just doing really well, and I think he knows how to study, and also he's a very smart man.
I like to think I'm intelligent.
So it helps, I guess. What was the first part of that question?
How do we support each other while navigating school?
Yeah, I think it's just respecting his time. Like on weeks that he has exams and things like that, I'm not going to get upset with him that it's busy. He has an exam Monday, Friday for like 3 weeks straight. Why would I be upset? But then he has spring break. So that's the cool thing too, is like, although he has heavy seasons, I know there's going to be seasons of breaks. Yeah. So we're going to do things during spring break and be intentional during his spring break.
Just on that point, it's like just knowing like when I need to lock in and focus on me and be very regimented in my schedule versus in periods of my blocks where I'm less busy with my studies. Like I can actually give a little bit more time to being present and doing things together and enjoying life and enjoying different activities and different moments.
You'll be learning for the next 6 years. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you're doing surgery, you think residency, like medical school is not going to be, or it's not 24 hours, at least his first year, you know. When he's in residency, it might start to get there, you know what I mean? But for right now, I think the balance has been attainable. But keep in mind, I do work a lot, so it's helpful that I'm always doing something and I keep myself busy.
Yeah, definitely.
So that helps too, because it's like I'm doing check-ins and I'm working maybe until like 5 p.m. Then I'm going to, like today, I'm going to go pose a client in person. I might train a client in person. Like there's a lot. When he starts working, I start working, which is today was like 8 a.m. or so, 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And then we'll take a lunch break, maybe go for a walk if he's here, if he's working from home that day. And then we really don't do anything until dinner.
Yeah, truly.
During the week. The weekends, we have a lot more time. But I think it's just respecting when he has busy seasons because he respects my busy seasons too. Obviously, right now, it's not as crazy, but think of the amount of clients that I have on prep. I can't imagine what June and July. I have like 3 clients competing every weekend or like 2 clients every weekend. So it's like, I know that's going to be a time where I'm not going to have as much time, and that's the same for him when he has his exam seasons, you know? He respects that. we've been together for a really long time, so even if I'm busy, he loves me, and it's going to slow down.
I was also going to say, I feel like because we've been dating for so long, and we've been doing this for so long, we understand what support we need from each other at different times. So like, you know, you had a year where you were coaching before I even started med school or anything. So I understood how I can support you there. And then, you know, I had my grad school where we started living together, and that was very much a trial run for med school. So you understood how you support me in that. So I just think it comes with a lot of time, with a lot of understanding your partner's needs. And yeah, it's just about mutual respect at the end of the day.
That part, okay.
So get some steps.
we'll get to the next question in a little bit. Okay, I bet you can't believe it. I got cut up working. We didn't walk. We didn't go to the grocery store. I had 2 phone calls, and now it is 4 p.m. Bro.
This day like passed so fast.
It's passing so fast. I have just so much has been going on. So I actually have to go to the gym. Purse is gonna lift, but I don't have a workout today. I have to pose a client, so I'm gonna go a little bit before him. Just pose a client, probably get my cardio done and out of the way. I'll probably show her in a second, but that's been kind of the day today. It's been kind of insane. We're finding our stride. We're trying to make, Mondays are insane. But yeah, I'll probably just try to make sure my cardio gets out of the way while I'm there, but we'll see her in a second. Okay, wait, is it on? Yeah, okay, anyways, we made it to the gym. We're gonna go pose her really quickly. Thankfully, I don't have to lift today because it's just insane. This just shows you a normal day, I think, because like I was saying earlier, where me and Parsa kind of like run past each other and we'll hang out for a little bit and then we're like, okay, see you at the gym, like see you later. That's basically how it works. There's just so many exciting things. You'll see it next video, I think. I made a post about it too, but there's just such a big change coming up this next, well, obviously for the rest of the year, but I'm building something. Hopefully y'all are excited. You'll hear soon. Oh my God, I wish I could talk about it. I wish this video could be about it because honestly, it might be announced on Instagram after this video comes out, but anyways, I don't know. I just want to share some exciting things with y'all, but okay, let's go pose. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. How's it feeling? Good. Yeah! You look great. Queen. Okay, slay. Okay, we're back outside. I ended up just doing my 20 minutes of cardio that I have on the elliptical. That's done. What's insane is I literally, let's see how many steps I have for today, actually. Okay, so we're at like 4,500 steps for the day. Parsa's about to be at the gym, but I'm kind of done, so I'm probably gonna wait to say hi to him. I just have so much work to do at home, so I'm trying to think if I want to go like to the store and just get some steps in really quickly. It's just hard. I probably will go to the grocery store because I have a couple things to get some steps and then go sit down. I realistically probably will be like till a 9 p.m. work night tonight, which is crazy. Actually, it's not crazy. I feel like that's very normal, but it'll be a late night. It'll be a late night for me. So I'm like, I need to get steps, but I feel like I have more important things I need to be doing. So we're gonna head home once Parsa gets here in like 3 minutes. Hey, it's Parsa.
I'm back.
He's back. Okay, we're gonna answer another question. Okay, we answered 2. One was traveling with me in med school.
Doesn't really happen. To be honest.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's in school. It's just, he can't.
Yeah. The first couple weeks of the block, maybe like there might be a opportunity I can go on a weekend, like we did for the Vice gym opening. But yeah, they're usually just few and far between. Like there'll be quick weekend trips, but nothing crazy.
Someone was saying, how does our time together differ compared to undergrad? I just feel like we've grown so much. We're just adults. Like, we're doing adult things. In undergrad, we're just like, yeah, you're studying, but it's less serious and you have a lot more time, a lot less to study, a lot less obligations. It's just different.
Life was so much different. Less serious, I feel like, back in undergrad.
It was so simple.
But I think that to your point, we both have grown a lot as people compared to where we were in undergrad. I feel like now we are very much like, I don't know, when we're mature, we enjoy like just, doing little things, like doing our errands together, like going to like the store, like the grocery store and farmers markets and things like that. Whereas I feel like in undergrad, we were a lot more like, we still did those things obviously, but I feel like we had other social like kind of avenues with our friends, your sorority, clubs that we were involved in and stuff like that.
And then someone was saying, what do we do during exam season? I feel like I'm a different person sometimes. I feel like we kind of touched on that earlier.
Yeah, I'm just super busy, but
he's
she respects
busy,
my time.
And I respect that. Yeah. Like, that's okay. Maybe, not that he's a different person, but he is stressed and he's anxious and you have to learn how to be able to support that person in that, in their stresses. But that's okay, that they might not necessarily feel themselves because there's phases where I don't necessarily feel myself. Also, exam season's like once every semester, so it's super long.
I will also say, as a student, even though you're stressed, there's no reason why you can't communicate appropriately and like express your feelings in a way that's not going to hurt the other person. So always remember that. You're always very good about that with your prep, and like this can go towards anything. Whenever there's a period where someone's going to be very stressed, always remember you choosing to do these things, and you shouldn't take out that stress on your partner. Okay, now Parsa's gonna go work out and I'm gonna go eat food because I've had like one meal today.
Yay. Guys, it is 8:30. I can't remember what time I said earlier I'd be done with working. I feel like I said around then. So I just finished. 8:32. I still have a lot more I could do, but my brain needs a break. We did end up getting to 5.7K steps, so we're gonna go wander. We're going to TJ Maxx because I need something. I need some sugar-free syrup.
Mama needs
her sugar-free syrup. Like I literally said this morning, I'm tired of the pumpkin pie one. I'm gonna go. It is 11
almost
p.m.
11, yeah.
Oh, it's bedtime. We ended up watching a couple episodes of The Big Bang Theory. That's our rot show.
Yeah.
But we went to TJ Maxx. I got a couple sugar-free syrups for my coffee. And we came home and answered emails. And
we rotted.
Yeah, I'm tired. But anyways, we've been getting up pretty early, so I feel like by the time it gets like 10 p.m., both of us are like,
yeah, we're
so tired.
Yeah. But hopefully this is also a good way of showing you guys how we spend time together. And our time together during the week is rotting together.
During the week, yeah. A great thing is obviously, you know, it was harder when we were long distance for sure, but I think because we obviously live together, it's made it a lot easier to just be like in the same space and to just rot. It makes things easier for sure.
It takes a lot of the pressure of needing to feel like entirely present off in a way. Like obviously we're both present in this space and we're like enjoying like kind of the mindless time we're having. But it's just nice that we don't have like we have this like time that we're literally just together and coexisting, and then we also have times where we're very intentional and you know planning activities and stuff. So
yeah,
living together is honestly such a fortunate position for us to be in.
Yeah. I'm so tired.
Me too. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you got this far, comment with
yeah.
what emoji should I put?
Comment the little doctor.
Doctor emoji.
Comment the doctor emoji. Okay, love y'all guys.
Love you guys.
See ya.